watching like a game show or something. Use your common sense.
Okay, I'm live now on Twitch and YouTube. This is the last chance for you to change anything. After that, we will start. So a quick yes would be nice if you're ready to start.
Yeah, I'm ready.
MidMan and Wholder also ready as well. Okay, in that case... Hello and welcome everybody back to Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 7. Almost done with the season as well. My name is Bambochutafreak, I'm the host of this show, and with me, as always, I have my lovely co-host X-Later. Hello and welcome to the show to you as well.
Hello, we've got another good episode today.
Definitely. And not just a new episode, but we also got another co-host today, a very special co-host as well, who is working on the trivia show. Riley, hello and welcome to the show to you as well.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Definitely the pleasure on my side as well. And let's have a really quick look at our contestants. In the first spot, we have MidMan, quite a dedicated player and who really wanted to be in the show. Who doesn't have a mic, so the answers or whatever he's saying will come through Riley, right?
Yep.
Is there anything you want to say right now, MidMan, before we start the show?
He says no.
Nah. Okay, that was pretty fast. Let's continue with the second position, Wholder. Hello and welcome to the show to you as well. Wholder will also talk with X later, because she does not have a mic, or at least doesn't want to talk on the show, which is totally alright. I hope you're not too excited, Wholder, but I'm pretty sure you will do just fine. Is she typing Accelerator?
Not what I can see.
Okay. Maybe we'll get it in a couple seconds, but last but not least we have Amy, who I really wanted to see on the show. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
You said you were a little bit excited, right?
Yeah, mostly stressed. That's also excited.
Okay. Are there any questions that you definitely want to see today, where you think you have your expertise?
Honestly, I'm not sure what to expect at all, so we'll see, I guess.
Alright. In that case, I would say without further ado, let us jump right into the first question.
Oh, MidMan fell off the stage, so before that we should probably get all of our contestants in on the stage.
And
there we go.
Alright. First question of Isaac Trivia, Season 3, Episode 7 is... What card spawns 6 troll bombs? I think that should be pretty easy, pretty staple card. Answers again go to me in the direct message. I already got the first answer. Waiting for 2 more. Accelerator and Riley, what is like your favorite card in the game?
Are we counting reverse cards?
Everything.
Ooh, everything. Okay. Everything? I mean, obviously it's the best card in the game, Rules card.
Okay, that's definitely an answer. Riley, how about you?
I think my favorite card's probably Reverse Stars.
Oh, that's also a nice pick. Let's see, all our contestants went with the tower, and that is of course correct, so everybody will get 1 point. Was that too hard, Amy? Or was this just fine?
I mean that was very easy. So.
All right.
I mean, it's the first question, so I didn't expect anything else.
That is true. Let's have a look at the second question, if it is as easy as well. Second question is, what trinket can be dropped from a golden poop? I think there is like a chance for a slight mix-up here, but I'm pretty sure the contestants will do just fine with this one as well. Just in case, I will not count any spelling mistakes, so if you get the rough name correct, that will be fine. And that was pretty quick. Everybody went with Counterfeit Penny, and that is of course correct. I think that is my favorite penny trinket probably, right? Or how do the other people see that? Maybe Bloody Penny as well.
I don't know. I don't see Bloody Penny all too much just because I don't get hit, because I'm too good at the game, but...
In my opinion, Best Penny is probably the strongest.
Oh, Blessed Penny is good. I'm partial to Charged Penny myself, just because
I haven't seen Charged Penny in like a long time.
MidMan's favorite penny is Blessed Penny. He thinks it's an awesome trinket.
Yeah, that I think Blessed Penny is also really nice. I mean, all the penny trinkets are honestly pretty cool because there are just that many coins. But let's see if the third question
is also cool.
That's true. That's definitely true. Let's have a quick look. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it does say eternal, but it is definitely a normal question. There was a slight mistake in the production of this show, but the question is, which character has red skin by default? That is the final normal question. Not sure how that slipped through. Oh, Amy, pretty quick on this one. MidMan as well. And let's see how Wholder will do on this question. The question was which character has red skin by default? Which of these starting characters? We're not talking about items, we're talking about base characters. And most of them have the same skin color. I think there are like only like a few exceptions of characters who have actual skin that don't have the default skin. And everybody went with Esau, which is of course correct. So we have an absolutely perfect tie right now. And what exactly does that mean, Accelerator?
Ooh, if we've got a tie, then that means that the next part of this show will be up to a vote. So, yeah, new to Season 3, though Season 3 isn't new by any means, we have our alt paths. So, we have 2 categories of questions. Normally the player in last place chooses which path to go down, but because everyone is at 3 points, everyone will get a vote on where to go. In the basement is the category Pixel Gloria, and in the downpour is Name the Enemy. Bomba, you want to talk a little more about both of those?
Sure. Pixel Gloria is a new category we have, where we will show you an item. However, it is not the default item sprite, instead it's from the death screen or from the wisps. So it is a little bit harder to figure out what this exactly is. And in the second category we have Name the Enemy, where we will show you an enemy sprite without the name, of course, and you have to tell us what this enemy is called. So everybody can give a vote now. Amy, what would you like to see?
Honestly, I think probably enemies. I think I'm better at knowing the enemies.
Interesting.
MidMan wants Pixel Gloria.
Alright, so Wholder will have the deciding vote. And...
I'm waiting for her message. We'll see.
I got it already. Wholder also wants to go with Pixel Gloria. Interesting. So the new category got instantly chosen. Sorry for you, Amy.
Let's see.
Arolo, hello and welcome to stream. Nice to have you.
Ooh.
Let's have a look at the first item. Pixel Gloria. What is this item called? I think this is a pretty easy one. What do you think, Accelerator and Ryder? Would you immediately know what this is?
I would, but I also get this item pretty often, so... Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Some
yeah,
of these are definitely tricky, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what this is.
Do you like to pick this item up? Without explaining it, of course, because that could spoil it.
Nah.
You don't pick it up?
You don't, but it's a good item.
Yeah, but I like making the game harder for myself.
That is a good excuse.
I like this item. I always pick this up, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is really good. Where
fun.
was the image posted? The image was posted in the stream. Can you see the stream, Wholder? Otherwise, I will send it to you. Do you have the stream open?
Yeah, I've put it in, well... Yeah, chat's kind of going a mile a minute, so...
The live stream's being in the channel.
Okay. Oh, so you
Thank
have
you,
all the
Sharon.
pictures, Accelerator?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
I
very
think.
nice. very well prepared, not like me. Okay. Wholder saying she cannot see it still. Where exactly did you post it? Exeter?
It's on the thing. I don't have the the sprites that you're showing, but no, wait. Here's the janky solution. You ready for this? They never should have let me in the kitchen. Hold on. I'll put it in. There we go.
What is chat thinking about this item? Do you like this item? Without telling us, of course, what it is.
Yeah, without saying what it is.
While we are waiting for the answer, I can confirm that.
You know, one of us hates. Someone in the chat hates this item. It's okay. All of you are wrong. It's a great item.
Alright, I got the answer from Wholder as well. And everybody went with fruitcake, and that is, of course, correct. So I will increase the points for everyone by 2.
MidMan says he gets hit from it a lot, so it's a boo item.
I would blame that on skill issue.
Honestly, true.
And here we go. This is the second item. Looks like a castle. Or what is that pronounced in English the correct way? Castle?
No, you got it right the first time.
Castle. Okay. Like a fortress.
Something like that.
Maybe like a box. Like a lunch box, maybe? Again, I will not count the
I
spelling.
can say much more without giving it away, so...
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I got 2 answers. Okay, Walner's typing as well. Let's see what she has to say. How are you feeling now, Amy? Like, we are like...
Honestly, I think it's pretty okay.
it's pretty okay. I'm sure you will do just great. Can I get the image again? Can you post it again, Exeter?
It's in trivia planning where the contestants can see it, and in the event text chat. If you scroll up a little.
Okay, I got the answer as well. What is this item called, actually? How do you pronounce it, Exeter?
Oh no, wait, I need to check. Because I think I know what the item is, so... Yeah, but it would be really embarrassing if I got it wrong.
What? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about
but
the pronunciation, to be fair.
I would pronounce this pageant boy.
I think that is correct, actually. And everybody got that correct as well. So we have a perfect performance so far from all the contestants. And we will move on to the final Pixel Gloria question. So let's have a look at this. I think this one looks really bizarre. I think this is probably the hardest one out of the 3. Do you agree, Exeter?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Riley,
one
would you...
is...
Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not really sure, because I think I know what it is,
All right.
but I could be wrong.
Okay, I don't get any answers right now. Interesting. Wholder's asking for the picture again. Maybe it's in the trivia channel again, right, Exeter?
Yep. Same place it was the first 2 times.
Okay, Wholder found it. I got an answer from Amy. I got an answer from MidMan. And Wholder is getting ready for the answer as well. Let's see. Still typing, I guess that's a really long item name. Azazel from the chat got every question correct as well. Good job. Interesting, I got 2 different answers. MidMan and Wholder went with a Ludovico technique. And Amy went with Tech 0.5. And the correct answer in this case is this is Ludovico technique. But I can definitely see how we can see.
I will admit, I realized that I'm wrong the moment I send the answer.
Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate.
So,
After
yeah.
you send the answer, you can still change it until I lock it in. So you would have had a chance. But I mean, you are just 2 points behind now.
Yeah.
so that should still be totally fine. Let me just update the points really quick. Also remember, you can easily come back with your poker chip at any time. And this means...
What does the poker chip do again?
you could use it when you...
We'll explain that. Yeah, we'll explain that when we go into our hard questions, right?
yes, sure, you can do that right now if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, as usual for Season 3, all of our players have the poker chip joker. You can declare you're using it before you answer a question, and then if you get it right, you get double points. But if you get it wrong,
Oh, I
you'll
see.
lose. If you get the question wrong, though, you'll lose the amount of points that the question is worth. So you can use it early
I see,
and
I
get
see.
a little boost, or you can use it late, get a bigger point increase, but it could have a devastating consequence if you get it wrong.
All right.
It's
Fair
definitely
enough.
true.
Thanks.
However, I need to check something really quick because it feels like my controls are inverted, so just give me one moment, please.
Oh, yeah, I hate it when that happens. Controller players, you know how it feels when your controller disconnects and then you put it back in. Something like that's happening.
Alright, I think I fixed it. Actually, never mind. It
I don't know.
looks like the game got inverted. I hope that doesn't interfere with the questions that we have. So let's have a really quick look at the first question we have here, our first hard question. And oh, that looks quite interesting.
Yeah. That's
Um,
interesting to say the least. You all figure it out.
you
Damn.
can figure it out. Actually, for the people in the stream, I have prepared something really special. I will try to read it out once. Give me a try for this one. I think that was pretty clear. Hope the chat understood that. Actually, I think this is like a quite funny question, but I was hoping that the contestant would be able to answer this really quick. Amy, have you figured this out so far, what the question is? Not the answer? Oh, okay. Amy is still trying to figure this out. Okay, looks like I got a reply. Everybody went with Curse of the Unknown. So I guess they were probably on the right track, but let me tell you what the actual question was. The actual question was, what is the name of the curse that removes your health bar from the screen? And the answer to that, of course, is Curse of the Unknown, so everybody will get... What is it? 2 points. had to look that up really quick. So that means we will have MidMan on 11, Wholder on 11, and also Amy on 9. And we will move on with the next question. Let's have a look at this one as well. And let me try to read that out too. Unkind Pierre is saying so gaming. Definitely. Absolutely try hard. I think actually do you know the answer to this question?
To this one? Yeah, I do.
You do. Do you think it's hard?
It's hard. It's definitely harder than some of the other ones we'd expect from the category, but it's nowhere near like Eternal.
Okay, fair enough. Definitely fair enough. So let's see, our contestants are still trying to figure this out. But...
We have Wholder saying that it is pretty hard, so let's see if she gets it.
Okay, MidMan just gave me an answer. Okay, interesting, interesting. And Wholder's typing as well.
Oh, TZ has mentioned that the Damocles is on the wrong side.
That is indeed correct. But this is not a bug, it's a feature in this case.
Okay.
Oh, we got different answers. MidMan. Oh, okay. Okay, I will wait, Amy. Okay, I got the same answer 3 times. It's my favorite character, and the favorite character of Rulu as well. Ain't Jacob. Let's just figure out what the question was. The actual question was, which character unlocks 2 reverse tarot cards by beating Ultra Greed? And the correct answer to that is, of course, Tainted Jacob. So good job to everyone. You will all get 2 more points. Let's add that together really quick. This will also put Amy on 11 points. And that means we will move on to our final hard question. So let's have a look at this. And I will also try to pronounce it one more time. I hope I got that right. Let's see. What do you think about this question, Riley?
Oh, I like this one. I don't think many people would think about this while playing the game.
That's true, but if you try to I cannot really spoil too much about the question, but if you like try to figure it out in your head, would you be able to do it?
Probably, but I think something would trip people up.
Fair enough, definitely fair enough.
This one's a lot easier than... There's a similar question that I think was in the Season 2 finale, which you should watch, by the way, if you haven't already. I think that one really tripped me up. But this one, I feel a lot more confident with. Maybe I just, I don't know, pay attention more.
I know which question you're talking about. I mean, I guess we can just talk about this really quick because the final is worthy checking out anyway. But it was how many questions you have in the Mother Second Life Piece chase sequence, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alright, really interesting. So let's review the question in this case first. The question was, how many rooms is the home floor made of? And you have the starting room, you have the first corridor with the, like, I don't know, that small room to the side. Then you have the main room, that adds up to 4. Then you have one more corridor and Mom's bedroom, which adds up to 6. Wholder went with 6. MidMan went with 7. And Amy went also with 7. But Wholder also included 7. One is the red key room. And that is of course correct. So everybody got this right. It is 7 rooms for the home floor. So again, everything correct. So the only one who made one mistake, kind of unfortunate, was Amy. So this is a really good show so far. Really smart contestants. Do you agree, X-Later?
Yeah, we've got a really tight... It's still anyone's game moving into our midway quality, so...
Definitely.
I guess we'll see. From here on, I think anyone can win. So it's just up to the contestants to see if they know their stuff.
I totally agree. So let's have a look at Dio's favorite question of the show, the midway quality question. Here we go. So would you like to present this one, X-Later?
Sure. So as we have been doing since for a while now, let's ask, what is the quality of, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up, this item. This has shown up on the show before, but not in the midway quality, so let's see if people know what the quality of Spear of Destiny is.
Oh, this was in my episode. I think it was the one where you had to guess what the right orientation was.
Oh yeah, that is true. Aruro said these questions are way easier than the show I was in. I objectively disagree with it, of course. Every show is equally hard. But I could argue that you probably got some more difficult questions because I expected all of you to be like really good at the game. So I kind of considered you would know more. Maybe it was a little bit unfair from my side. But I'm sure you all still had a fun time, right? Alright. I got an answer from Amy and MidMan. Still waiting for Wholder. Riley, is this an item you would pick up in your runs?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a downside except for maybe the fear effect, right?
I'm
Yeah,
not
and
gonna
maybe
complain about it.
maybe accidentally blowing up bombs when you try to push them.
You set me up to fail? I disagree, Rudu. I trained you to find the tinted rocks more than anyone
That's
else.
true. Yeah, that's true. I did see that.
Alright, everybody answered. Everybody went with quality 2. And the Spear of Destiny is, I think, an item that you can always pick up. I think it's actually pretty good. The damage is not bad. The fear effect can be helpful if enemies get into melee range, sometimes. The question is, what quality is this item? It's not quality 4. It's not quality 0. It's not quality 1. And it's also not quality 3. So everybody got that correct as well. Oh, actually, let me change the layout really quick so we can actually see.
That's true. It is still the other way around.
I actually think that the fear effect on the spear can be mostly detrimental because if you're trying to use the spear, then enemies running away from you could actually be more annoying than anything.
Yeah, the randomers kind of gives it some negative points, I agree. But this means MidMan
Remember to
and
move the
Wholder are getting
Damocles
close to 20
back.
points. Correct, later.
Remember to move the Damocles back.
Oh yeah, correct. Before somebody in chat will point that out.
Yeah.
Actually, we finished the midway quality question, and what does that mean, Accelerator?
We're on to our second round of alt paths. This time, Amy in last place with 16 points. She will get to decide which route we go down. So, our two alt paths, we have some fun ones this time. So, in the depths, we have number 1, where you'll be given a stat like speed or damage or tiers, along with 3 items that increase it. And you'll have to figure out which one increases it the most, which one is number 1. And on the other side, in the mausoleum, is wrong direction, where we have sprites of items, but they're all rotated different ways, and you'll have to figure out which sprite is rotated the right way around. So stats or direction, Amy, what's your choice?
Honestly, that's a good question. I know for a fact that the rotated
You cannot get
sprites
this
are
wrong, by
going
the
to be
way. Just want to
a
point that out.
nightmare. So I'm probably gonna go with number 1.
Okay,
Number one.
1.
Okay, both
Let's
new
see how well
categories.
you know your stat increases.
Both new categories got chosen. Well, that's quite interesting. So let's see. The first number 1 question is, what item grants the most tiers? And we have the thin odd mushroom, we have number 1, and the sad onion. So which one of these 3 gives you the most? Oh, okay, I got some really quick answers. Azazel got every question correct except for the reversed one. Do you notice I put number 1 in the number 1 question? Must have been an accident. Alright, the answers are in. Everybody wants to lock that in? I will give you 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's it. I got different answers. Amy and MidMan went with the thin odd mushroom. And Wholder went with number 1. And in this particular case, the item that gives you the most tiers is the odd mushroom. It's not number 1, I'm sorry, Wholder. That means you will not get any points this time. However, MidMan will move on with 21 points. And Amy will go to 19. I think the reason why the thin autumn mushroom gives you the most tears is because it has like the negative damage multiplier, which I think is a lot worse than having like the minimum range on number 1, like from a technical perspective. However, I do not like having low range in guns. Sorry?
Number 1 can make some rooms impossible though. Like I'm thinking of some caves where there's some spiders, like some spiders.
The
are,
wall
like,
spiders,
on
yeah.
the wall.
But I mean, you
Yeah.
get the auto clear at some point in this case. But yeah, I totally agree.
Sure.
That the range is really annoying. But low round damage runs, actually I'm not sure if it's deserved. But I did update the points, and we will move on to the next number 1 question. So far, I guess it was a good choice, Amy, right? Because you got that correct.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Next, number 1 question is, what item grants the most damage? And the choice is between my favorite zodiac, the Capricorn. Then we also have probably the favorite item of a lot of people, Godhead. And finally, Dark Matter. And the question is, which of these items grants the most damage? Actual damage up, not relative damage in like combination with tears or whatever. Actual damage up. Okay, I got a really quick answer from MidMan. Wholder's typing as well. Okay, Wholder stopped. Okay, that is really interesting. I will log this in. I got 3 different answers. Amy went with Capricorn, Wholder went with Godhead, and MidMan went with Dark Matter. I think all of these are pretty cool items. Amy, what is your favorite item out of these 3?
Probably Capricorn. I mean, Godhead is Godhead, but I think the overall all setups is really good.
Yeah, I would probably agree. I think Capricorn is really nice, but Godhead, like the Godhead aura is really cool. Kind of sad that they changed it in Repentance. But the question was, which is the coolest item? But instead, what item grants the most damage? And in this case, it is actually Dark Matter. So that means MidMan will get 3 more points, putting him on a total of 24. So that means MidMan only got 1 question wrong, right?
I think so, yeah.
Chat is going crazy right now. Oh my god.
Why? What happened?
MidMan sweep.
Oh, okay, I see. But let's have a look if MidMan can get the final question correct as well. Final number 1 question is, what item grants the most range? We do have SMB, Super Meat Boy fan. We have Anemia, I think. Hopefully I don't get that wrong. And Jesus Juice. Yeah, it should be Anemia? Anemic?
Anemic, yeah.
Anemic. And the question is, which of these 3 will give you the most range? I got a really quick answer from MidMan.
Okay.
Wholder's
He
typing
wants
as
to
well.
Continue the sweep.
I'm sure we will figure that out in just a second. Amy, do you still like your choice of going with number 1?
Honestly, not sure anymore.
But is this easier than going with the enemy names because you have 3 options to choose from? Like, I mean, technically you have a 1 in 3 chance to get it right.
I mean, I probably still do better with enemies. Not gonna lie.
Oh, unfortunate. Alright. Everybody answered. Everybody went for the same answer. The deal. Everybody went with anemic. The question was, which of these 3 items grants the most range? And it is, in fact, SMB Superfan. So nobody will get any points in this round. Quite surprising. But this means we will now move on to my favorite part of the show, the eternal question. S, put that S behind, questions, because it's 3. But before we do that, Accelerator, would you like to explain the poker chip again?
Yeah, sure, because this, in our show's history, this is generally where a lot of people use their poker chips. So, before you give your answer, you can declare, like either just say it or DM whatever, that you're using your poker chip. We'll move it aside, and then you'll get double points if your answer to the question is correct. If you get the question wrong, you'll lose that many points. So using your poker chip on an eternal question gives you 8 points for a correct answer, but loses you 4 for a wrong answer. So our contestants will have to be careful. Do they want to use it at all? Do they want to use it to try and get an advantage? Do they save it all the way to Dead God and hope? This is what we'll see as we move on to Eternal.
Wholder saying I'm using my poker chip. You can wait for the question first, Wholder. You don't have to do it immediately.
Yeah, you can wait to see the question, so it's just before you send an answer.
No, right now. You definitely want to use it, but okay. I will give you one more chance to change that, but that's pretty ballsy, but sure, if that is what you want. Let's have a look at our first eternal question of this show. The first eternal question of Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 7 is: what trinket turns treasure rooms into red treasure rooms with devil deals inside? I think this question is not necessarily hard because of like what the trinket looks like, but getting the name correct. Would you have known it, Accelerator?
I would have. This is honestly one of my favorite trinkets.
I wanna use my poker chip.
Okay.
Okay, Amy using her poker chip.
Damn. I know what this is, but I feel like I wouldn't get the name right.
Everybody used the poker chip, by the way, even MidMan.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Ooh. Pressure's on. No one wants to save it to Dead God. They're using it now on a question they think they get right, so...
This is going to be a first.
Yeah, Ruru said, I swear, Bambo and X obeyed the poker chip usage. I feel like I never get this trinket.
Oh, I never get it either.
I think it's pretty cool, but I also like to go angel deals, so maybe that's the reason why I don't get it. Azazel sees the trinket like once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I don't see it often, but when I see it, it's usually a good run. Especially if you're playing one of the Lost characters.
Yeah, with the free devil deals, of course.
I'm waiting for the day I get a run with Devil's Crown and Satanic Bible. Oops, all devil items.
And just buy Mastema.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Mastema at home.
The music is bugged. The music is bugged is what you were saying. I think it should be fine.
The music's fine.
But he was the only one who said that. So I will wait for the chat to confirm that. But everybody went with the same answer. It's Crown. The question was, what trinket turns rooms into red treasure rooms with devil deals inside? Everybody used the poker chip for potential 8 points. It's a little loud, but good. Okay, but it's overall loud. You can like turn down the volume, so I guess it's fine. But I will definitely check that out after the stream to make sure it's better next time. The correct answer to this question is Satanic Crown. I get no reaction.
There's only one person who's actually speaking in the show.
I'm
so.
pretty sure that is Devil's Crown.
It is Devil's Crown. I was just trying to get a reaction,
Yeah.
but I didn't get a
Yeah.
reaction. You were so sure that it was Devil's Crown. Devil's Crown is indeed correct. So everybody will get 8 points for this question. This will put MidMan on incredible 32 points. Wholder on 26. And Amy on 27. 1 point ahead of Wholder. Billy was a little bit excited about my little bait. But this was only the first eternal question. Now it's a fair race for everyone. Let's have a look what we have in the second position. The second eternal question is: how many points of damage does the character Samson have in the character selection screen? We are not talking about the in-game value, but instead the stat points in the character selection. This is depicted in lines.
Now, we're not looking for the stat, like a number. We're looking well, I guess it is a number, but it's the number of tally marks that they have when you choose your character.
I don't really want to give too many hints on this. Actually, would you have gotten this correct?
I think I would have, but this is a difficult question, understandably.
Oh, I definitely know this one.
Okay, the answers are in. I got different answers. Wholder went with 3. MidMan and Amy went with 2. Why are you so confident about your answer, Amy?
I'm not. I was kind of trying to like think of what could it be, because I very rarely play Samson. Samson isn't my most favorite character, so I was mostly trying to think of because Samson has the same starting damage as Isaac, so I was trying to think what does Isaac have. So that's why I went with 2, because I think Isaac has 2.
Okay, that is not a bad conclusion. However, I think I should also tell you that some of these stats are not necessarily super fair, because they sometimes take in account like items and certain specific traits of the character. And Samson gets stronger when taking damage, so maybe he has more than just 2 points.
Well, he still has to take the damage. Just on the immediate start of the run, he has the base 3.5 damage.
Okay, you actually feel really confident about this one. So let me reveal that the answer to the question, how many points of damage does the character Samson have in the character selection screen, not in-game value? And the correct answer is 2. So that means MidMan and Amy will get 4 points each. And this is quite interesting because this will put Amy on 31 points, 1 more point behind MidMan. So this will definitely be a very close race. And let's have a look at our final eternal question. The final eternal question of this show is: how do you unlock the item school bag?
I'm just gonna say I don't think this is that difficult. I don't think this is eternal, but
Ooh, I think
it's
I might
but
know
not
this.
that obscure.
Okay.
To be fair, I might be biased because I recently started a second file where I had to do this to unlock school bag, but I think most people should know this. We'll see what chat thinks. Is this a
MidMan,
hard question?
MidMan, I cannot count your answer. I need a more specific reply, but I can tell you that you're not that far off.
Well, I don't think most people are gonna remember this. So like, I feel like this is the kind of thing where if you remember it, you remember it
Fair enough.
forever.
Yeah, one of our classic unlock questions in the eternal category. The Dio probably thinks this is not even deserving to be in the show because it's too hard.
Yeah, YouTube chat, a lot of them are saying that it's hard, and yeah, Discord
Wow, the
chat.
YouTube chat is hating. Make the questions harder.
Make the questions harder.
Oh, people are asking if MidMan should have gotten points
Huh?
For what?
for the
Oh yeah, the previous question.
Oh, I gave Wholder points, right?
Damn. Scandal.
Let me fix that in this
See,
case.
this is why we have chat.
Yeah,
And
without
then
you,
That's the only reason.
without you, the show wouldn't work. Like, I would get the points wrong every single time.
Like with mine.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game though.
I agree.
Let's just see if
Like, it really depends on how MidMan will perform on this question, I think. If he gets this wrong,
Then Amy could win.
and Wholder as well, if Wholder gets the question correct.
I'm pretty sure Wholder can only tie MidMan right now.
Oh, you're actually correct. That would be the first tie in the show, actually.
How would that work? Does everyone
we
lose?
have a tiebreaker. We've just never had to
Oh
use
yeah, I forgot about that. I love that tiebreaker question.
Okay, yeah, that is an answer I can work with, MidMan. Okay, I got 3 answers. Let's go through them really quick. But before I do that, let's have a look at the question one more time. The final eternal question of this show was: how do you unlock the item school bag? Amy went with: enter all shops from basement 1 to depths 2. Wholder went with: going into 6 shops in a single run. And MidMan went with: go into every shop before Whoop. And I have to say that all of these answers are indeed correct. So everybody will get 4 points for this question. This puts MidMan on 40 points.
I think it's something worth testing, and maybe that's something to look into, because at least from my recollection, it's just entering every shop up until Womb 1, but now I want to know if the Hush floor counts as a shop, or if stuff like Silver Dollar.
I'm not
counts
100%
as
sure about this
shops.
as well, but the wiki does say you have to enter 6 shops. It doesn't specify which floors.
Yeah, yeah, that's something that'd be interesting to test, but everyone, yeah, just going by first what the wiki says, and then also, yeah, everyone's answers do involve going into 6 shops, so we'll give everyone points there.
Yes, definitely. 6 in the wiki, yeah. That's what we'll go with. Maybe if we have enough mistakes at some point, which I don't think will happen, But if this should ever happen, we will maybe
have.
do like a video or like a special segment in the future trivia episode and like talk about all the mistakes we have done. Maybe before the final, which will be amazing. But the final is not today. Actually, there is a final. There is one final question today, and that is the Dead God question.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Let's have a look.
It's either MidMan or Amy.
The final question of Isaac Trivia, Season 3, Episode 7 is: with how many items do you start in Challenge 36, Scatman? That's the final question of this show. Amy still has a chance to win the show if she gets it correct and MidMan wrong. And Wholder can still play for better scoreboard position and for the honor, of course. I think getting the Dead God question correct is usually a pretty impressive feat. I haven't gotten any answers yet. Okay, actually never mind. Amy just answered.
Understand. Oh, that's really fast because I definitely took a while when Bubble showed me this question. I was first like, what the fuck? And then afterward, you know, thinking about it, even if you haven't done the challenge in a while, you still kind of know what's there. But there's still a lot of items that you may not think of when you think of the challenge.
Oh my goodness.
Amy, you
I would
answered
not
really.
get this right.
You answered really fast. Are you sure about your answer? Amy?
So sorry, can you repeat?
Are you sure about your answer? You answered pretty fast. Are you sure about this one?
I think yeah. I think I was trying to do some calculations to my head, and I think I'm pretty confident with this. By the way, you do not count trinkets, right? Only items.
It's only about items. How many different
Okay.
items?
All right. So yeah, I think I'm confident.
Alright. I actually got an answer from everyone already. And I will give you a few more seconds to think about this. But then I will lock it in. In 3, 2, 1. That's it. The final question of Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 7 was: with how many items do you start in Challenge 36 Scatman? It's a pretty special challenge where you start with pretty much every poop-related item in the game, which adds up to quite a few items if you actually try to count them. But there's one special thing about this challenge, and I will talk about this in just a second after I reveal the answers we have gotten. MidMan went with 4 items. Wholder went with 7 items. And Amy went with 10 items. This means Amy could still win if she gets it correct and MidMan gets it wrong. The one special thing about this challenge that I haven't talked about before is that you start with the item butt bombs. However, instead of 1 copy, you get 4. And that puts the total amount of items that you start with in challenge 36 Scatman to 10. And that means Amy got this correct and MidMan got it wrong. And we have a winner. Congratulations, Amy. You have won Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 7.
Wow.
That doesn't really sound very impressed.
I mean, cool, I guess.
Pretty mind blown, I guess. I mean, winning this show is definitely a feat, and it was a really close race, definitely, right, Accelerator? Accelerator. That's a feels bad moment, but Riley, are you here?
Yes, I'm actually so happy right now. I was rooting for Amy the whole time.
as a jury member, you cannot really be biased, but I'm glad that your favorite won. But MidMan did really perform well, and Wholder as well. I mean, this is an overall really good performance.
Everyone did amazing.
Definitely, I totally agree. And as it is tradition, the final words of the show go, as always, to the winner of the show. So, Amy, if there's anything you want to say right now, please go ahead.
I mean, I don't really have anything to say. I mean, thanks, I guess, for allowing me to participate. English hard. And I hope there will be more to this in the future.
Totally. And maybe we will see you back in the final episode as well, or the semifinals at least. However, that is pretty much all I have to say for now, with the exception of one thing, of course. My name is Bambochutafreak. This was Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 7, and until next time. Bye, everybody!